Hey guys, it's Amber on Hipster Love 4, and today I have a fun video for you guys, and it is my freshman advice video. So I just have like kind of a do's and don'ts type of format. So it's not like, it's kind of all over the place, but I just think that these are some good tips for your freshman year, and I'll throw in some of my own experiences and stuff into these tips. So I hope you guys enjoy. So let's just get into the video. My first tip that I have for you guys is actually do go to your orientation. As a freshman, going to orientation seems kind of like weird and lame because you have been in middle school and you just like, I don't know, like you get so used to going to orientation, but your school is probably going to be a lot bigger than your middle school and there's going to be a lot of people. So I just recommend you go to orientation so you can kind of like see where your classes are, map out where you want to walk in like the hallways and stuff, because there's a lot of like faster ways to get to your classes through like different staircases and stuff like that. My number one tip besides going to orientation is to actually try in school. Like it's okay if you like don't turn something in for a class, like it's not the end of the world, but constantly not doing anything your freshman year is awful. It sets the foundation for your GPA, and if you start out with like a 2-point something GPA because your freshman year you decided not to try, like it will be incredibly hard to get it back up to where you want it to be to get into the colleges that you want to go to. So actually try in class. So my first don't is don't like in the hallway, like it's cool that you like talk to your friends and stuff, but make sure that you're not stopping in the middle of the hallway. It is a big pet peeve of a lot of people when you just stop in the middle of the hallway and you can't walk around you or anything. So make sure that you are keeping the flow of the traffic in the hallway. Back to the do's. My second do is to be yourself at school. Like, don't try to pretend to be something that you're not, and I know that is so cliche, but in high school it is a lot different than middle school. In high school there is a group for everyone. I don't care what you like to do, what your interests are, somebody else will like it. So whether that is just going and doing something that you want to do even if your friends don't want to do it. So like if you like to sing but none of your friends sing, don't be afraid to join the choir. Choir is really fun. I'm in choir. I absolutely love it. I've met a lot of cool people. And if you like art, join art classes. They have plenty of art classes. If you like doing athletic stuff, join all the gym classes, and that is where you will meet like your best friends throughout high school. It's your time to do what you want to do and make your like resume for college. So do things that you like and be yourself, because there will be other people that are just like you. My second don't is don't fall into peer pressure. It kind of goes with being yourself and doing your own thing, like regardless of what other people do. So if somebody wants you to do something that you don't feel comfortable with, just say no. And I know that's another cliche, but if you don't want to do something and somebody doesn't respect that you don't want to do it, then they're not really your friend. So my third do is to participate in school activities. So it is really scary to participate, I know, because I didn't do a lot of stuff my freshman year either, but I regret it so much. There's so many things for you to do your freshman year and just all throughout high school, like going to the football games, going to homecoming. If you have like random stuff like my school, you have like Powder Puff football. If you go to the football games, you don't even really have to be into football. I'm not really that into football and I go to them, and I just go because like even though you may not understand it, when you're in the stands with your school, like it's just like this whole unity thing going on, and everybody's like super pumped and you get to hang out and meet new people and talk, and it's a really, really fun time. My third don't is actually to not be afraid of the upperclassmen. So I know that it's very scary and intimidating to talk to people that are a lot older than you, because there will be people that are like 18. If you're in a class with them, like in an elective or something, just say hi. They're not gonna like bite or anything. And Freshman Friday, I'm pretty sure that a lot of you have heard of it, but it actually does not exist. Every school I've been to, there has never been a thing called Freshman Friday where people like bully the freshmen. It doesn't happen. If you find upperclassmen that you actually really like, they could be like kind of like your mentor or your like big sister, big brother, stuff like that, and they'll look out for you. And it's really great. So just don't be afraid to talk to the upperclassmen. I'm an upperclassman and I would totally help a freshman. My fourth do, I think actually the rest of these are do's, but okay, so this one's really important. It has to do with your counselor. Talk to your counselor. Don't be afraid to talk to your counselor. My freshman year, everybody said the counselors were so mean. If you wanted to change out of a class, they wouldn't let you. They're not at all flexible with anything, but that is so far from the truth. They're really nice, and if you get your schedule and you don't like something, go to your counselor. It's weird because you feel like you're bugging them about it, but honestly, if it's on your schedule and you don't like it and you just really don't feel comfortable with it, like my freshman year, I had driver's ed on my schedule my freshman year because you could take it, and I didn't feel comfortable because the whole upperclassmen thing, it made me really like nervous and insecure and self-conscious. So I went to my guidance counselor and I asked if I could switch into choir, and she was totally fine with that. That as long as you're not trying to switch into something that will cause a lot of conflicts, it's really okay. So most electives you can switch into. It's really not a problem, but make sure you do this at the very beginning of the year. The last don't is to not procrastinate on assignments. You might think an assignment's gonna take you like 20 minutes, but it's probably gonna take a lot longer because you're gonna get distracted. So that could turn into an extra like 10 minutes. And then sometimes you think it's only gonna take a certain amount of time and it takes you forever. I would hate your freshman year for you to already be pulling all-nighters when you really shouldn't have to. Just do things like in increments, so start little by little and finish it at one time, whether it's like a paper or a project. Just don't wait until the night before. I have plenty of experiences. This past year, my junior year, I stayed up until 2 in the morning doing an assignment that I didn't finish and had to wake up at 5 in the morning to finish it because I waited until the day before to do it. So don't do that. It sucks. You're exhausted all day at school. So just start your assignments ahead of time. Ask your teachers questions and ask for help. If you have a question on something in class, you need to ask your teacher, because I promise everything in high school, I'm not sure why, but it just kind of like builds on top of each other. So if you don't get something at the beginning of the year, you're gonna have, it's like gonna keep going on and on and on, except everything just builds up, and then you're so confused and you have no idea what's going on. And I guarantee every person in your class will be so thankful that you asked the question that you asked. And if you like need help, extra help, go to them and ask for help on an assignment, or if you need some clarification on something, go after school or during lunch, whenever they can see you, and just ask your teachers for help. It's really beneficial. And I just think it's a good idea. And it'll also help you build a bond with that teacher, and that's always great for college recommendations. So find a teacher that you really like, that you feel really comfortable with, and just go to them for help. So my last do is to join clubs your freshman year. Now, it seems weird to join a club because you just did start the school, and if you kind of are one of those people that's like, I need to get a feel for it first, just join a club and do something that you like to do and something that's fun. It doesn't necessarily have to be an honor society. As you go on through high school, eventually you could be an officer of that club, and how awesome would that be to do a club that you really like and be able to lead that club. If you have a club idea that doesn't exist at your school, you could always just start a club, go talk to the administration and see if you can do it, and find a sponsor. It's really easy. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I have a lot of stuff planned for my back to school series, and I'm super excited. So thank you guys so much. I love you guys. Bye.